Good morning. What a beautiful day and occasion to meet so many of our best friends, colleagues, and impact-driven people. Even though this time we are meeting virtually, but it's my pleasure to share today's news with you. And for those who are joining us today on that side of the screen, and we are here on this side of the screen, we'll be connected through our lovely breakfast that I hope that has been delivered to you this morning. And if you still haven't unpacked it, that would be a perfect time to do so. And for those who didn't sign up for the breakfast, I hope you're joining us with at least a cup of coffee. So what's so special about today? It is an important day not only for ROCKIT, but for business and startup communities. For us acting as a front runner in the tech field, ROCKIT always sees what's in the market, what's driving the industry, and we can clearly see that moving towards sustainable economy is definitely becoming one of the key factors. For this reason, I am super excited to announce that today ROCKIT is launching its first accelerator program, which will be called ROCKIT Impact Accelerator, purely focused on impact, partnerships, and sustainable business transformations. Sustainable innovations as a topic has been around for quite some time with us. Having partnered with 5 different sustainability-oriented initiatives over the last year shows us the real demand in the market and a great opportunity for us to use our skill set, knowledge, infrastructure, and network that has been created while working closely with fintech community. Supporting and accelerating sustainability-oriented ideas, finding the right partners for the right projects, and delivering this message for wider business community is essential to rethink how businesses operate today. This accelerator program would not be impossible without partners whose dedication and readiness to change and transform themselves is a key element for this program. By this, I would like to invite CFO at Swedbank Lithuania, Remy Salters, to say a couple of welcome words to you as well. Hello, Remy.
Hi, thanks very much. And good morning. When I went to university, which unfortunately is quite a long time ago, there was a new expression going around the lecture halls, which was sustainable development. This was a fresh term which came from the Rio Summit in 1992, which was the first time that global policymakers acknowledged the challenge of dealing with climate change and also identified the interdependencies between environmental protection on one hand and development and the need to reduce global inequalities on the other. It took another 25 years for the Sustainable Development Goals to actually reach the top of global policy, corporate and consumer agendas. But now the change really is here, and so is the urgency. The objectives that the world has set itself in terms of sustainability are pretty ambitious. We are talking about a systemic change in the way that we live, that we produce, and that we consume. But behind every challenge, and this is a big one, there's an opportunity. And in the region that we operate in, Europe, the opportunity is particularly large because European policymakers are determined, for one, to make the post-COVID recovery a sustainability-oriented one. In this context, I believe that Lithuania is particularly well placed to capitalize on the transformation, building on its experience in other areas of innovation. For example, the way that Lithuania has become internationally known in the fintech area. And this is what the ROCKIT Impact Accelerator is all about. It's about creating a mutually beneficial change towards sustainable innovation. We at Swedbank are very excited to power and to participate in the accelerator. We ourselves are on a sustainability journey and we have plenty of challenges to throw at the startups. So we look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Thank you very much for me. And I personally can't wait what challenges, business challenges, Swedbank would bring to the program. But it's a perfect time to unbox the program itself and see what it's all about. For this, I would like to invite two representatives who will have the steering wheel of the program in their hands. So one of them is Ekaterina Bitus, the head of startup partnership at Swedbank, who's already been running successful partnerships and building bridges between ROCKIT community and Swedbank over the last year. And as well, Arvidas Pleta, innovation manager at Catalysta Ventures. By saying this, I'm happy to announce that the official partner of this accelerator program will be Catalysta Ventures. And we believe that their knowledge, expertise in the field of sustainability, and close-knit partnerships with startup community will drive us to success within this program. So welcome both, and we can't hear what you have to tell us about the program.
So thank you, Sharuna, for such a great welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here, especially knowing that awesome joint ROCKIT and Catalysta Venture team is supporting us behind the scene. Today, due to social distance, we are online, but I would like to bring you on the stage, at least virtually, to say warm team greetings to the audience. Hope you enjoy your breakfast, guys. Each of us has its own relationship with the sustainability and keywords for the core meaning of it. Quite often these are recycling, these are clean ocean, fast fashion. More rare, it's gender equality or economic growth. For us, it's innovation, partnership, and ROCKIT Impact Accelerator, where we strive to engage top industry companies, startups, ecosystem builders, investors, to accelerate business community transformation and to join forces to make positive impact, focusing on the clean energy, finance, retail sectors, and innovation. But all above mentioned, we will do together with great help and expertise with Catalysta Ventures. So Arvidi, on to you.
Thank you, Katerina. Can I have it?
Please.
So yeah, we as Catalysta Ventures started our journey with sustainable startups, acting actually according to triple top-line principles, people, planet, and profit, just 3 years ago. And it seems like it was a very niche thing, actually, that moment ago. And I'm super pleased to be here and to participate together with partners at the moment when in this accelerator it will be a mainstream again. So our accelerator will be all about impact. And we will not talk about it, as many people are talking, but we will facilitate the needed change to make it happen. And actually, it will all start with startups. And by meaning that, I mean sustainability to the core. So we will work with them together to understand, measure, and implement needed changes in business model, in their products, in their operational model. And afterwards, we will help the startups to come to our business partners with their sustainable solutions and to transform business partners as well. And we strongly believe that Lithuania is a super great country to be a sandbox for such startups before going to the big markets. This accelerator will be B2B, and by meaning that what we want to say that we will scout startups according to real existing problems. So each of them will have a partner behind them. And it doesn't mean that each startup will work only with one corporate. What it means that each startup will have a fast track, the first kind of traction, and every startup knows that the traction is what you need actually to succeed. Just few facts, few kind of numbers. So first of all, we are officially starting the scouting process. And one more thing we're starting, again, we're officially starting to onboard our partners. So welcome to join. Next thing, we will be searching for more startups, but in the end of the day, we will choose 6 startups to join our program. So it will be a 4-month period. And in that period, we will not only help to transform the startups, we will help to validate their ideas and to actually pilot their solutions with existing customers. And to name also, after 4 months of that, we will have a demo day, and and a big celebration, I hope. And one more maybe thing to add, we all hope that it all will happen here in this beautiful Rockit kind of premises. But we also have plan B and plan C if something happens. And value for startups, so there are many accelerators, startups can say, so why we need to join this one? And we kind of mentioned here, and you can see like 6 reasons to join, but I will mention 2 ones. So it's impact and traction. And I think these things are the most important for every startup. So it all starts with impact. Every startup building their own kind of things, they all think we need to change the world. We need to have something bigger. And in order to do that, actually, what you need to do, you need to have a sustainable business model, because you need to scale your solution. And in order to have sustainable business model, you need to have customers. So this is where traction comes in. So we will lead each and every startup to the corporates, to kind of partners, and it's up to them to take as much as possible, but that's the uniqueness of this accelerator as well. And so that's it for the startups. I hope many of them will join.
And I will add from my personal experience partnering with the acceleration teams, this number 6 item on the screen, co-creation with like-minded people, is super exciting and is a great value for the company and its employees. But as you mentioned, Arvidi, the key driver for success of the program, I believe, will be the opportunity to get the innovative solution for the top industry companies. This is very important, and we believe that we will succeed as the partners will be involved from the very beginning, starting from the scouting process, bringing their challenges. So, to strengthen my words, I'm happy to say that today we have the partner in the studio. So I'm happy to invite on the stage Martynas Giga, CEO at Elektrum Lietuva, so he could share his insights and expectations for the program.
Good morning. I have to admit it feels strange communicating to people that I don't see. But usually I like to get some kind of reaction to what I'm saying. But I believe it's important for me actually giving the background about the company, because anywhere I go, I preach what Elektrum Lietuva is. So it's my mission. So Elektrum Lietuva is part of Latvenergo Group. It's one of the biggest, as of lately, producers of energy in the Baltics. And one of the most sustainable, I would say, the greenest energy companies in Europe. As one of the biggest shares of electricity produced is from renewable sources. Elektrum Lietuva in Lithuania, here we've been for a long time been working as a B2B company, as having like a big portfolio of business customers. But as of lately, we're bringing energy closer to private persons, and we are really focusing our attention of making energy more affordable and closer to everyday persons. But what we're also doing, and we're really impacting, not impacting, but sensing it in everyday operations and looking in the future, is that energy itself is changing. For a long time we had centralized large-scale production units and this energy used to be spread around for any consumers around in the country or in the region. And now what we're seeing that energy is getting closer and closer to consumers, and it's not about centralized. It's about actually having localized production and renewable production. And then the question comes: how do we actually manage that, and how do we say that we use this renewable energy effectively? And here, where we see that technology is coming in, and so far, what I see in the energy business itself, that we have vision and we have ideas, and we have, let's say, resources, but we are really struggling on bringing in this technology and making this, like any energy that we have, much more effective and much closer to the persons. And maybe what to explain what we're looking here and why we're here. I said, okay, well, sustainability is in our DNA. You know, it's that we did what we did for a long, long time. But now we're looking at, and maybe this slide represents it, that bringing solar energy closer to consumers, and not only solar on the roof, but solar parks. And how do we actually use technology of employing the solar parks as effectively as possible, and hopefully together with somebody we can find a solution here that not can only be used here in Lithuania, but in other group countries in Latvia or Estonia.
Thank you, Martynas. I believe your example solves the idea to get involved into the program. And for all the audience, I would like to introduce our new website, especially created for the acceleration program. It's impact.rockitvilnius.com. So please check it out and follow the news there. We will have much to post till the start of the program in March. And please get involved, become a partner, become a member, contact us, and grow the startup together with us. And as Arvidas mentioned, we would like to welcome all the startups in our ROCKIT area, in our new space, especially designed for the acceleration programs. And before we jump to the panel discussion, please stay tuned for it. We will have the short video break where we invite you to browse for our new ROCKIT space, especially for ROCKIT Impact Accelerator. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the panel.